Alright, we're going to talk about random samples and surveys. There's two key terms you need to know for this. The first one is biased, and that's trying to influence a person's decision. Should we get there? Let me cross that off. So when you're trying to influence a person's decision, you can ask things like, do you like that pretty flower or the ugly weed? So when you start putting adjectives in your question, then it becomes biased. If you want an unbiased question, then you want to leave out those adjectives. So you could ask something like, what's your favorite color? How far is it to school? Any question where you're not putting adjectives, it's just the question. And when you're doing samples, you want your questions to be unbiased. Alright, the next is a random sample, and that means everyone in the population has an equal chance of being surveyed. So first you have to do is define your population. So if I said, or say my question was, should we have more live lessons each week? Well, if all I'm going to survey are my students, that's not going to be a random survey because that affects more than just the students. It affects the learning coaches, it affects the teachers, it affects the schedule. So if you're wanting a sample, a random sample, it would have to include everyone who's involved with that. So if you wanted a random sample, I can't just ask the students. I would have to ask the teachers and the learning coaches. So I'd have to make sure my survey includes everyone, or at least has the opportunity to include everyone. So what I could do would be send out an email to everyone at the school and say, should we have 2 live lessons a week instead of 1? So that would be an unbiased question, and everyone has a chance of answering that question. Alright, and I want to make one more clarification up here on the biased. So we want to be unbiased. We don't want any adjectives in the question, and also to be fair, we don't want any assumptions. I mean, we don't want to assume anything about the person we're asking the question. So we don't want to assume they like something or don't like something. We just want to ask questions that are unbiased, being that they are just asking a simple question, not trying to get a particular answer.